teams, some youth mixed with veterans, and that's a part of the early tests of the season for both sides.
Two very proud story programs, but beginning anew with outstanding new head coaches. One of vintage background, Jensen, 17 years an assistant to Bluter, and Caldwell, who I think raised the eyebrows of many in the women's college basketball world when she got the opportunity to coach in Knoxville. Hawkeyes have it. And there's a steal right away. The turnover issue is a problem. And end-to-end goes Ruby Whitehorn. And it's 2-0 Lady Vols.
So it's not just the half court, full court. You see it here. There is going to be bodies everywhere in orange, and it's tough to simulate in a practice setting. So I was going to have to settle into this quickly.
I was also getting accustomed to having Olsen back. There's another turnover.
Without Lucy Olsen the last two games, she's a newcomer from Villanova, so she's going to be a very important part of keeping this team in command.
Yeah, and all eyes on her, playing a position once held by the great Caitlin Clark. And another quick bucket for Tennessee.
Talaysia Cooper has just been so good in only her redshirt sophomore season.
Oh, there's another turnover. And the worst nightmare for Jensen has come to fruition. 3 quick turnovers. This is their game. Pass it around, find the open person, and work the glass. Door back. Down unkind, like a bus stop. There's a dead ball, there's a horn blowing, and here come 3 new Lady Vols.
You gotta catch it or else he's gonna keep moving.
Cooper. Oh yeah, nylon. She is smooth. South Carolina transfer. Actually sat a year after that transfer. Dawn Staley has so much talent there. Here's Olsen off the bounce. That ends the drought for the Hawkeyes. 8-2 Tennessee.
Steady by Olsen, getting to the middle of the paint. See one go through.
That's a push. And was tagged by Jensen and staff early to take over that crucial point guard position that had been manned by transformational talent like Caitlin Clark. And the other veteran, Anna Stolke, giving it up. And another takeaway. Tennessee's quickness to the ball. Alisa Latham that time, the Syracuse transfer. And it's 10-2. 5 for 5 from the floor, the Lady Vols. And Stolke is fouled as she takes it inside.
She told these seniors what she was expecting. The man she had already so far, they've had a tremendous start.
Well, we could spend the entire night resetting the lineups. Cooper, too strong with that one, and off the deck. It's pulled down by Addie O'Grady. Olsen. Oh, no one there for Tennessee. No one there to block out.
Looks like that's an area that the Hawkeyes can find a way to take advantage.
They'd like to force the Lady Vols into a half-court game, and you're right. Rebounding can be problematic for this young Tennessee team.
Well, and also if you want to run, that's a major factor in it on both sides.
Well, they've had more misses, yes, but they've out-rebounded Tennessee 7-2 already. Nice pass. Beautifully done. A 6-0 Hawkeyes run. Another great rebound by Stolke.
And it's a big box out. That's a part of it. How Iowa can use their size to their advantage against this Tennessee quickness.
Love the way Olsen probes when she has the ball. Eyes always up.
And she's strong.
Much stronger than her appearance might deliver. She looks slight of size, but she plays tough. Up against the clock. Count it. Just so deliberate and patient in that sequence and retired at 10.
How she played as a college player.
They are so good at creating their own shots. Cooper. And the follow. Nice work. Just staying alive.
We're trying to fly in. You like the attack on the offensive glass. Tennessee leads the country in both takes and makes from the three-point line. The difference, though, is the efficiency.
Lucy Olson at the free throw line, Collegeville, Pennsylvania. 40 points against Temple in a matchup that meant a lot, of course. It always does in Villanova. And she's an outstanding talent inside and out.
3 years at Villanova. I called a handful of her games there. And the things that we talk about her being now the leader of the organization, that's what she always has been.
Ooh, nice wraparound move there. Beautifully done. Sarah Puckett, Muscle Shoals, Alabama. Her home. 14-12 Tennessee. She was trying to lob it inside for O'Grady. She couldn't catch up to it. Yet another turnover. That's number 7. And from way downtown, NBA range, that one was launched by Spencer. Samara could not hit it. Olsen, cross-court pass. Beautifully done to Delaney, and she knocks it down. Whitehorn. That turnaround won't go, but again, right there on the offensive glass. Just great work inside by Latham. And another pilfer. And a pick and a deuce by Darby. Tess Darby into the scoring column. So 2 quick hits for Tennessee, a 4-point trip. Olsen pulls up. Count it.
Tough shot. Iowa wants to play in the half court offensively.
This is that constant push-pull, right? Contrasting styles. Iowa wants to slow it down, play the half court, and that's going to be a block. I mean, she's got plenty of fouls to give. She plays everybody. Right? So if you're not physical and you don't play hard and fast.
Well, it's a part of the pressure. What it's going to look like, as Caldwell talked with us earlier about today, a lot of the teams they played, they want to put them on the deck.
Little Spear now operating out at the top of the point. Boyd with a baseline wide open. Not that the shot clock has come into play in this game
These
just
are
yet.
the games we love, Timmy.
Indeed.
Keep it moving.
Boyd with an air ball. There's the high pick. Oh, nice little duck under. She gets the foul. Count it.
Jan Jensen and this entire Iowa team thrilled to have her back because not only the play on the floor, but
inside as well as out from an offensive standpoint. Trying to go the length of the floor in 7 seconds. Quick foul with 4.6. Inside court with 4.6. Here comes Samara up against the clock. And that'll be the 11th miss from downtown. And only 3 offensive rebounds off those misses. Therein lies the issue. And Olsen went on a personal just route of Tennessee's backcourt. She finished with the last 7 of her 11 personally to help Iowa get the 4-point lead at the break. As we open the second quarter now, and number 33 is back out there.
What I will say is I was doing an excellent job, though, of boxing out. They're seeing a body.
Oh, that's just a great look. Stolke was doubled quickly. Out to the throwback. And Kylie Feuerbach out of Sycamore, Illinois. The Iowa State transfer makes it a 10-0 Hawkeyes run. 25-18, their largest lead of the night. We're down by 8 early in this game. Whitehorn, and she rattles it home.
Well, both teams working the and try and rotate the defense better.
Feuerbach with a nice dump down. Beautifully done.
It was a seal. It all started with a deep position that O'Grady created.
Addie Grady with a bucket. Counted and one.
The contrast, as we talked about to start with, of the post play by Iowa, they found moments to take advantage.
Yeah,
just one player. Where's the other 3-4?
Leah Guyton in the game. Might recognize that last name. That one won't fall for Sydney Fulton. More on Leah Guyton and her lineage in a moment. Beautifully done. Right in rhythm now, it seems. Samara Spencer with another 3-ball, and it's 27-26 Iowa.
She's been lights out this season so far, 48%. And again, penetration kick drawn in the defense by Tennessee.
There she is. Guyton.
But I think overall, just the attention to detail, in particular on the glass, has been there.
Oh, beautiful move by Spencer. Little dipsy-doo. 30-28.
She's a vet. She's a senior. She spent her first 3 years at Arkansas.
Well, Olsen's back on the floor, and the score stayed even while she sat. That's important to Iowa. She is the floor general. Nice pass inside. Hollingshead, that's really great defense by Stolke. Into in, the extra pass. Stolke goes into in, and then the bounce.
Did you see that pass coming?
Latham doubled. And now a reach-in foul.
At Iowa, it may be her first year as a head coach, but she has been building and preparing for this moment for a lifetime. She sat, her and Lisa Bluter, in my family room, recruited me, and just understanding not only who she is as a coach, but a player is something that's been so special to watch her evolve and watch what she's done here.
By being, as she mentioned in that set, blue collar, keeping that theme alive. What you have to do, big picture,
it goes back to as we the blockouts every time, just staying in front, understanding the plays and how you're running, and being really methodical on the offensive side.
Whitehorn, a little stick to it in this.
Speaking of methodical, that was a great job by Whitehorn and the rest of the Tennessee players to keep the floor balanced in space. That's going to remain important.
And you got guards with size posting up and become a real specialty. Tennessee's got that. McCabe, that dump down was a little slow, and it was picked off very quickly by Latham.
Tennessee's getting better from the weak side help.
Whitehorn again.
8 turnovers. That's third in the nation.
That's a walk. Blow an 18-point lead, barely get out of Thompson Bowling with a win. They were the last of the 4 to get in here to New York. But they got a great test from FSU in that matchup. Beautiful open lane for Ruby Whitehorn, and she, in a lot of ways, has taken the game over for Tennessee during this burst to take the lead. Stolke posting up. And to identify Ruby.
To put it on the deck and have the quickness to get there.
Anna Stolke notched her 44th career game scoring in double figures. A young lady that was the Big Ten Sixth Player of the Year. Whitehorn posting up again, trying to will that one through the 10. And it's pulled down by Ava Hyden. She's trapped. And that'll end the half. Olsen had 11, but they came in the first quarter. After her second foul, she came up with nada in the second quarter. So they need to get number 33 going again as we open the third.
Absolutely. And I think that's a balance that you're going to see between both of these teams because the numbers that they are looking for are there. That's why I'm sitting here with a tie ball game.
You cannot afford a lazy pass along the perimeter. Tennessee will gobble it up. Olsen off a post-up. Cannot get that one to go. Clearly, they wanted to get her that shot, that look on the opening sequence. End to end, too strong of a foul.
We have talked about quite a bit. A senior, she spent her first 3 years at Arkansas, her first year with Tennessee.
First Razorback to win that honor since 2009. And here she, this is a collection for Tennessee. Kim Caldwell went to the portal quickly. Got some really gifted players, most of them Southeastern Conference accomplished. And together they're growing as a unit before our very eyes. Olsen, beautiful pass. That's why she's got to stay eligible. Cooper, Stolke clears. Olsen stays on the deck after picking up that early third. Into traffic, and she is hammered and down on the floor. She took it to the chops that time.
She can score at all 3 levels. And one thing she continues to work to improve upon is that 3-point shooting accuracy.
Power Player, sponsored by Shark Beauty for all hair kind. Thank you for the book on get her equilibrium back. And she needs to stay steady on this end of the floor and not pick up a 4th foul. Loose ball taken away by Sydney Falter.
That's why I think it was such great recognition by Spencer when she did attack her. That's something Tennessee has got to be cognizant of going at her to try and force her to pick it up.
Stolke posting up. Oh, got it back one more time and a reach-in foul.
And they understand that, the chemistry, and that's also part of the discipline that Kim Caldwell has asked of her players. You have got to have an attention span. It's not just guarding that first act or first action to the style of this program.
Stepped up when Olsen was out for those 2 games as well. On the offensive boards, Hollingshead. And they managed to come away with it.
It's positional, too. Hollingshead has size, but it's the placement on the floor, the usage of angles that Iowa's taking advantage of.
Tennessee is 0 for 5 from the floor to open this half. They trail by 3. Stolke with the dump down. Another bunny miss, but there's Olsen. The classic in-between games. And a wise choice by O'Grady, really, to give it up there.
Staying with the play. And again, that help side is just a touch late for Tennessee and getting over. They've got to be there quicker.
You know, O'Grady could have been selfish there, maybe, and gone back frustrated. Go back up for another deuce. She recognized that she had the star player that could put it down. And there's a quick answer. Well, a bucket. Got that last bucket for Tennessee. They almost came away with a 5 or 6 point trip. There's O'Grady.
And they're exploiting a lot of the traffic.
Whitehorn off the back iron by Tennessee. Stolke inside out game. A little 2-man game with Olsen. O'Grady on the glass. Stolke could not retrieve that one. And it's yanked away by Latham.
Getting rebounded by Tennessee. That's a good collapse.
Darby does it from downtown.
Defense to offense. You secure the glass. You're able to push. And for Tennessee, if they start seeing these 3-point shots fall, it will open up the game.
Here comes a little run and jump. They surprised Olsen that time.
For Tennessee in terms of an advantage, but overall, that's been a reason why they're in this game.
Nice work inside on that post-up. Anna Stolke puts it on the deck. She likes this matchup against Puckett. Stays with it again. Now they're tied up. Harrow is going the other way.
And on top of that, you know, for an opponent, just knowing personnel because it's changing so quickly.
Brings back memories of the way John Thompson used to play and Nolan Richardson. Sort of a 40 minutes of hell approach defensively with pressure. Guyton is back on the floor. She loses her dribble. Cooper, a scoop to the hoop by Cooper. 47-44. Stolke takes it herself right down the floor. Olsen from downtown. There's O'Grady. And a recycle for Iowa.
She had a size advantage. Almost wish she would have just went up with that.
Olsen with a mismatch. Takes it inside, draws the contact. And no problem. Jillian Hollingshead will check back in.
Her body control at the end of a dribble and how she's able to still get off a shot. But also the reach of her, we've seen in many occasions, is how she's creating angles.
Here's a blow by Jules Spear. O'Grady on the glass. Sydney Falter has joined the floor now with Olsen, Stolke. McCabe is on the deck along with O'Grady, the 5 on the floor for Iowa. Stolke in traffic. Just wills her way to the 10.
You got smiles from O'Grady and Stolke. Stolke doesn't get it to go, but she did all the hard work. That's a great follow by O'Grady.
Beautiful work inside. And a follow. That'll pad your stats. Go get your own rebound and put it in. Hollingshead did. 49-48, Tennessee by 1. The largest leads in this game came in the first half. Each team had a run to get to about 8. Since that time, it's been back and forth. Olsen counted. Boy, she's got such versatility in her game.
Toughness.
19 for her tonight. That 3 ball is too strong for Cooper. Beautiful pass and give it right back to her and a foul underneath.
What she does defensively, she is lightning quick. We have already seen that.
Stolsky, dogged by Samara Spencer. She handles it really well. And off the ball, another foul.
95 points per game is what they've averaged. Now, this Iowa team, much steeper competition than the totality of what they face, but Iowa as well, averaging nearly 78 points.
But Jan Jensen was saying at practice, the uglier they make it, sort of favors the Hawkeyes. Oh, a little stutter step. Stop and go.
Hollingshead, 6'5",
yeah.
So you do what you can, but she had her wrapped up. Because Tennessee, in regards to Iowa, doesn't have a ton of advantage in that area.
Falter setting up the pick downstairs to open it up for this lob to Houghton, and it's a turnover.
That's the key for Tennessee, the quickness in that recovery from the weak side.
Great work on the defensive end by a Falter. She was unable to get the turnover, but deflected that pass. It would have been a layup otherwise. .35 seconds left, 10 to shoot for Tennessee. And a foul. 8 of those 12 have come in this quarter, too. The game kind of bogged down. She's picked up by Talaysia Cooper. She's setting up for one on a 1-4 set. You know it's coming. Can you stop it? Yes, she can. So the job on both ends of the floor by Talaysia Cooper.
And you see that in so many of these young coaches.
She admitted she was nervous and said, you know, you wonder if you're me, why am I up here? How did I warrant this opportunity? But in truth, her dad, who was also her coach, would be so proud of her. He passed away suddenly with a brain tumor back in 2020. Coach Turner was an assistant coach when she got her job.
It's not just about where it's been and where it's at right now. It's about the future of what it could look like.
So he would be right around Gino's age and could identify a lot with what Gino had to say. Cooper. She draws some attention, doesn't she? Long rebound. Run down by Addie O'Grady. Quick outlet. One of the rare break opportunities for Iowa. Olsen off the feed from Feuerbach.
I have a little bit of a feeling that may uptick it. You never know. You never know.
But will it be enough?
Exactly. That's the crazy part.
She might need 30 to win it. And there's a three. Fourteenth lead change of this game. What dexterity by Stolke. Goes between the legs and then still finds an avenue for O'Grady. Olsen gets the long rebound. Beautiful pass. O'Grady was ready that time.
Getting end-to-end to create those opportunities.
She is 7 out of 10 from the floor. In traffic. Feuerbach will pick up that foul.
Back-to-back national title appearances on and graduating. They understand that they now put in this work, had those opportunities, but this is their time. And it's been special to watch just kind of how they've grown here tonight.
And that's why the relationship that Olsen has been able to manifest in such a short span of time has been so meaningful to Iowa.
And we say all that, this is a one-point game. Tennessee is working. They're putting a ton of pressure on them and trying to continue to implement the style that they want to play with.
Olsen with a ball fake and a beautiful pass. Oh, my!
Got to think about, though, is getting into the penalty and getting the bonus and how that's affected it, because Iowa has done a nice job getting themselves to the line.
15 lead changes, 9 ties. Nothing boring about this tilt. And a 3-ball. Downtown goes Ruby Whitehorn.
We noted it before. Kim Caldwell has done an excellent job in her plays out of timeouts in execution by her team.
Olsen, oh, what a beautiful deep.
The top 2 scoring players in the country, Caitlin Clark, Juju Watkins. Who was third? Lucy Olsen. She understands how to attack a defense.
Well-coached team, played with a lot of discipline. That one does not fall for Cooper. Bring a presence to the floor that's somewhat similar. These young ladies around you are going to really respond, and they have. Iowa by 2. Bierbach has really played well in this half, and there's another one. She has been the other link to success in this half. There's another nice move. They trail by a bucket with under 4 to play. Olsen. And that's going to be a foul inside. You know, this game has been so much fun to watch. Kim Caldwell, by the way, is due to have a child in January.
Small detail.
Just a little detail I thought I'd pass along to you. Pretty amazing. My guess is the point guard in waiting. And there's a beautiful move. Every possession so important now. Olsen had that one knocked away, but she was the last to touch. Cooper. Off the deck again. 55 is on fire. And the game was on the line in Knoxville the other night. High lob in for O'Grady, but she's doubled quickly in another turnover. And you say 28 committed now by the Iowa Hawkeyes. Tennessee has forced 28 turnovers to only 9. And yet this game is a 1-point tilt. Not now. A 3-ball, 7-0 run in the last 90-plus seconds. Hawkeyes really need a hoop here. And another turnover.
It feels like some of those shots that were good looks that didn't go down in that first half, they're starting to see go through.
3 turnovers in the last 90 seconds for Iowa. Next would be their 30th. Looking for a stop here, but Cooper is nonstop. You got to call backboard on that one.
She is a special player, and she continues.
Oh, another Cooper! Count it! A combination of Whitehorn and Cooper collaborating on another steal, looking for their 31st now. Iowa really desperate for a bucket. Can't get it to go.
So they are comfortable in these moments.
And this Iowa team finally getting their leader back into the lineup. That time a little over the back.
Start to see some go through, and again, it turns back to a foul game and needing Tennessee to start to miss.
And a really nice third quarter. You see, still just 1 out of 2 there. So that doesn't help.
Aspirations are very big for all of these teams across the board.
And a quick foul given up. You think of Alaska, you think of Maui, you think of all the different gatherings in the holiday season that get some attention for men's basketball. Something like this is exactly what the women's game needed. And Gino knew that. All right, here comes Lucy. The other way, she needs something quick. And she's rejected by, guess who? Coop! 4-on-1 the other way. And a late foul.
She's a redshirt sophomore and has a level of confidence and composure is something that...
Spearman, a Miami transfer.
Learning the personality of Kim Caldwell and the disposition she has and how that resonates with her team.
Well, she belongs. There's no doubt about that. Bierbach. And things have just gone stone cold for Iowa here in the last 3 minutes. And Tennessee can dribble it away and say, we are back. The Lady Vol brand is high and mighty. And they're going to close this out with an 8-0 run. Closed it with a 14-1 spurt overall. 78-68. What a performance for Sarah Kustok. This is Tim Brand.